Introduction. The pages you're about to read aren't just words or ideas. They are an invitation to see, to feel, and to be moved. This is the story of faith that steps out from behind the shadows of fear. One that dares to reach for a love so real, so powerful, that it changes everything. And it's the story of what happens when we look beyond familiar walls, when we stop mistaking control for comfort and step into a spiritual empowerment rooted in love, compassion, and understanding. Too often, religion has been something to endure, something to survive. It's been a world of hard pews, quiet sacrifices, and whispered prayers. Faith became a fortress, a place where beliefs were built up high, blocking out questions and locking out doubts. There was power in the church's voice, and from the pulpit, fear often masked itself as guidance. This was a world where the laws of religion came down like commandments carved in stone. Questioning could be dangerous, and obedience could feel like safety. But these walls have kept the light out as much as they've kept believers in for so many. The promise of faith, the hope, the comfort, the connection has stayed just beyond reach. Think of Sarah, a young woman whose story you'll come to know as we travel these pages together. Sarah grew up knowing the language of faith, but rarely feeling its warmth. She learned early on that good behavior and obedience were the only measures of worth, that God's love had to be earned and could easily be taken away. For years, she accepted her faith like an uncomfortable but necessary garment, something she wore but never quite belonged to. Her days were filled with self-doubt and fear, her nights with the quiet shame of feeling not good enough. Sarah's story, though personal, is far from unique. How many others have felt this way, moving through life under a faith heavy with guilt and light on love? But then something began to shift, a spark, a question, a quiet wondering. Could there be more? Sarah dared to believe that faith could be different, that love could be the foundation and freedom the roof. And that spark grew into a fire. She started to unlearn the messages of shame and guilt and found a faith not built on fear, but on connection. Sarah's journey is one we'll return to again and again. A story that shows us that faith can be reborn, reimagined, and reawakened. It is a story of how one woman found her way to God, not through obedience to others' rules, but through the courage to listen to the truth within her heart. You see, a new kind of faith is waiting, one rooted in empowerment instead of submission. It's a faith that doesn't require us to close our eyes, bow our heads, shrink back from life. This faith dares us to ask questions, love without limits, and embrace doubt as a part of the journey. It's a faith that opens doors instead of shutting them and speaks to the part of us that longs for truth, that aches for connection, and that won't settle for anything less than a love that lifts us up. Imagine a man sitting in his study, the dawn just beginning to rise, casting gentle light through the window. The man is middle-aged, his hands weathered, his face marked by years of devotion. He holds an old Bible, his thumb rubbing the leather cover. He's read these words 1,000 times, yet now he hesitates, his heart heavier than it's been in years. He feels the weight of a question he can't ignore. Has he spent his life serving a faith that has never fully served him? In the quiet of that room, with only his thoughts in the first light of day, he opens the Bible, not for obedience duty, but truth. He reads as if, for the first time, as if looking for a way to meet God finally. This book invites you to sit with this man, join Sarah on her journey, and walk alongside those who have dared to question, wonder, and hope. It's about the people who have searched for God in places the church never told them to look. In nature, in art, in the everyday kindness of strangers, in moments of quiet personal prayer. It's about people who have taken the walls of religion and broken them down, brick by brick, to see the open skies of faith on the other side. What would it look like to step out from behind those walls? To let go of fear and embrace love fully? To live a free, personal, and alive faith? It would look like people finally trusting their own hearts, finally listening to the voice within them, finally finding a God who isn't just up there or out there, but everywhere. In the everyday, in each breath, in the kindness of strangers, in the quiet moments of stillness. But what makes this journey possible? What makes it different? This book is about uncovering the real teachings of Jesus, not the ones that have been used to keep people in line or to keep them afraid. The ones that tell us we are loved, worthy, and capable of knowing God ourselves. His teachings call us to a radical love, a love so strong, it has no room